Hello everyone and welcome to Sharp-Dressed Gaming, and today we are back with some Sharp-Dressed VGC. Now, today we're going to be using a Trick Room team, and this is a strange looking team. Really the only Pokemon that you see commonly on this team are going to be Gastrodon and Talonflame. Aromatisse isn't a terrible, Aromatisse is our Trick Room setter, by the way. It's not terrible. It gets the ability Aroma Veil is what it's called. So it can't be taunted, disabled, that kind of stuff, which is pretty neat. We also have the Hitmontop. Typically, I like to run Hariyama as the fighting type in Trick Rooms. I just think it does more damage, can take more hits. Nice fake out. Hitmontop also gets fake out. And it has Intimidate, which is nice, and it was used a lot more in the earlier part of the 2015 season, but Hariyama has been taking over that spot. But I'm going to try out Hitmontop, just so we're not using the same Pokemon all the time, and I want to, and this series is all about showing the variation of Pokemon that are available right now. So we might as well take a look at Hitmontop, see how that works out. And actually, and we have a Malamar as well, Assault Vest Malamar. I'm not entirely sure I like the EV spread on it, but we're going to try it out and see if it works. And we also have Mega Steelix as our heavy-hitting go-to kind of guy here. So we'll see how it works out. I was going to try Rampardos. I just couldn't work it. If you want to see a really good Trick Room Rampardos, I would check out Ryan Newfield on YouTube here. Very good VGC battler. Uses only Trick Room, so he knows his Trick Room stuff. But we're going to just hop right into here. You see we're setting up a little bit higher, which is nice. I did go back and play with the Sceptile team for a while and build up, and I tried this team out once and it ended up winning, so hopefully that bodes well for the future of this team. But we're going to go against a 1569 rated player from Japan, Kyoto, Japan. And let's see what they have here. Very standard looking team. Actually, I have not seen Blaziken in quite a while, but we do see Sylveon, Thundurus, which we'll probably see Taunt from Thundurus, Kangaskhan, Bisharp, what's this thing called? Landorus, and Blaziken. Now, here's the thing. He could lead Kangaskhan, Thundurus, try and taunt. He might not know Aroma Veil's a thing, and then fake out my Hitmontop, or he could go Kangaskhan, Bisharp, and that would be a problem. So, what do I want to do about that? I could go with Talonflame and Aromatisse, but I can't really protect Aromatisse as a problem, so I think I'll go Talonflame, Hitmontop, or Malamar. I'm going to go Talonflame Malamar, see if I can get that going. We'll bring Aromatisse in the back. Well, Steelix will be fairly decent here, but we don't really have anything for the Landorus. So I would like Gastrodon. Maybe I'll bring Gastrodon to lead instead of Malamar. Though I do like Malamar. Let's go Gastrodon. I think Gastrodon will be better than Steelix in this matchup, although that Sylveon is a little scary, but you might not bring it, seeing that I have a Mega Steelix. You might opt to not go for the Sylveon then. But I'm thinking it'll be Kangaskhan Bisharp lead, just because he sees the Trick Room setter in Aromatisse. Actually, Kangaskhan Sylveon, so we could have went with that Hitmontop lead, but this is what we are going with here. Sylveon's gonna Hyper Voice. I don't know if Malamar will take it. We gotta figure that out though, I guess, so I'm gonna protect my Talonflame. And I think we'll just go for a Superpower and a Kangaskhan or Psycho Cut. I'm gonna Psycho Cut Sylveon. I'm not as afraid of Kangaskhan. He's probably just gonna fake out my Talonflame, expecting that to be doing the most damage, and then go for a Hyper Voice. And we'll see if Malamar is able to live a Hyper Voice, because Malamar is really the one I'm not entirely sure on this team with. So I'd like to see... Oh, he actually outspeeds Sylveon, so... We see the Hyper Voice. See how much this does. And this is single target, too. Oh, wow, he knocks us out. So I might have to go with more special defense. This is Assault Vest Malamar. So, yeah. I could go Gastrodon or Aromatisse. I don't know that Aromatisse will take 2 hits, though. We're going to have to go for it. Now, I'm going to Will-O-Wisp the Kangaskhan. I'm actually going to switch Aromatisse out for Gastrodon, expecting Kangaskhan to attack it. And we do have Rocky Helmet on this Gastrodon. Now, can it take a Double Edge and a Hyper Voice? I don't think so. Will Sylveon stay in? It might not, just because I do resist with Talonflame, with the Hyper Voice. And he really doesn't have a reason to keep it in, I guess, but I guess we'll see. He doesn't really have a reason to switch it out either, just because something will be... He probably will be assuming that I'm Brave Birding it, but I'm more worried about Kangaskhan right now. So I probably should have superpowered with Malamar. I might have even knocked out Kangaskhan, being max attack. We do see the switch on Sylveon, like I kind of expected. So I'm assuming a Double Edge from Kangaskhan into where Gastrodon is going to be. We see an Intimidate from the Landorus, of course. And we're going to be able to bring in the Gastrodon. Hopefully we live an attack. I don't think we will. But I guess we'll see how fast this... Talonflame actually outspeeds the Kangaskhan, so we'll most likely live the Double Edge now. And we do see the Double Edge into Gastrodon. No, actually into Talonflame, surprisingly enough. It's not going to take us out, luckily. And we're going to see damage by recoil onto the Kangaskhan. Now. I think I'll just protect Talonflame this turn and Ice Beam. Well, let me look here. Actually, I think I can just Scald this Landorus. I probably wouldn't take it out with an Ice Beam, and he might actually be afraid enough to withdraw it. So I'm just going to go for a Scald. It'd be super effective with Blaziken, and it's going to hit Bisharp, and... Yeah, it'll hit Bisharp. Yeah, Bisharp Blaziken will be the only one that resists Ice Beam. And that's probably what he's going to go for. He actually doesn't withdraw, so we do get the super effective Scald. It won't knock out whereas Ice Beam would have. We actually see Double Edge go into Talonflame and Rock Slide. So he had a chance to flinch, but he does actually miss, luckily. So we get the Scald off. Do we get the burn as well? We do not. We do not, unfortunately. We did see Kangaskhan actually go before... what's this thing called? Landorus, though. I'm just trying to think if we would need Talonflame for anything. He might have Blaziken in the back. That might be why he's kind of going after Talonflame. So I'm going to actually withdraw Talonflame for Aromatisse. I don't think we'll need Trick Room this game. And then I am just going to Scald the Landorus slot again. So he is going to leave it in. He might protect because we did see it's not Choice Scarfed. He might be Choice Banded or Assault Vest or something like that. We're going to see the Double Edge probably. It actually goes into Gastrodon, which isn't going to do much to me, and he's going to get Rocky Helmet recoil plus recoil damage from the Double Edge plus burn. So Kangaskhan should actually be knocked out this turn. I'm guessing, yep, he was going for Rock Slide with Landorus and going to be able to take out the Talonflame if it stayed in. Now Gastrodon just needs to not flinch, and it doesn't, so Scald is going to go off onto the Landorus, knocking it out. Perfect. So we do have Sylveon on the back still, which is going to be a problem. We got Kangaskhan, which just knocks itself out now. So he's either got Thunderous, Bisharp, or Blaziken. We're going to end up seeing it here. Any of those things really would be fine at this point. We did see... Well, Sylveon was slower than the Malamar, so I'm not really going to worry too much about setting up a Trick Room. There's Sylveon, and do we see Blaziken? We actually see the Bisharp. We do actually see that Bisharp. Now, my Aromatisse. I'm actually going to Heal Pulse with Aromatisse into Gastrodon. In Gastrodon, I think Bisharp's going to protect or attack my Aromatisse. I'd rather get damage off on this Sylveon. I'm going to go for the Scald Burn. Earth Power does have more base damage, but I'd rather get a Scald Burn. He actually does just go for Iron Head on Aromatisse, knocking it out. I could have gotten a I think I would have been able to get Earth Power out. If we do see Life Orb as well on that. Does Hyper Voice take out my Gastrodon? Oh my god, it does. It does. It does, it does. So that's gonna spell the end for us here then. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, that will. So, I guess I'll just Brave Bird into the Sylveon. Yeah, he had no reason to protect. I was going to say maybe he protects the Bisharp. Even if he did, Sucker Punch would still take us out. But Brave Bird actually takes out the Sylveon there. So I could have taken it out earlier, but... Bisharp. And we actually do live from the old Life Orb, but Knockoff's going to take care of us here. So unfortunately, the first game does end up coming down to a loss, but I still think that was a good game, especially considering our lead there wasn't very good because I was expecting not Sylveon to lead or to come to the match at all. So I think if we would have had Steelix there, we would have been better off. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Hopefully we can bring him to this next one. Because we do have one more battle this episode. We'll go in party. As you see, I still have that Sceptile team sitting around. Just because I do really enjoy that Sceptile team. Even though it didn't perform as well as I would have liked it to in the videos. It does do pretty good off-screen still, so... We're going to go for another battle here. Still above 1600, luckily enough. And going against a 1632 rated player from the United States. Still awake, huh? Alright. Scary looking team here, seeing an Aegislash Zapdos, which I've been seeing a lot more lately. I haven't seen him for quite a while, but Zapdos can kill their Charizard. Hydreigon. And Terrakion. Two fighting types, which makes Aromatisse better. He doesn't really have anything for Aromatisse except for the Aegislash, which we have Malamar and Steelix and Talonflame. Yeah, pretty sure we can just lead with Aromatisse and then hit him on top, or Talonflame to scare the Aegislash, or Steelix or Gastrodon. The only thing we'd have to be afraid with Gastrodon is Charizard. So let's go with Gastrodon, actually. No. Let's not go with Gastrodon. Let's just go with him on top. He doesn't have any Intimidators or Fake Outers or Definer Competitives, so we're good there. Let's bring Steelix. I think Steelix would be good once we're under Trick Room. Talonflame would be okay. I don't think it'd be amazing, though. I'm liking Gastrodon. Or Malamar. Malamar with Psycho Cut for Terrakion and Conkeldurr Superpower for the Hydreigon, Night Slash, and Rock Slide. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do Malamar. I think Malamar will do pretty well here. There's nothing really super effective against him. I don't see any Fairy or Bug type. So we should be fine with Malamar. I thought for a second he was weak to Ghosts, but he isn't because of the Dark typing. So Malamar's got a weird typing where it's super weak to... Well, it's 4 times weak to Bug, and then it's weak to Fairy. But then it's neutral to a lot of things. So... Let's lead with Aromatisse, hit him on top, that typical lead that's going to end up being for this team. We see Terrakion and Aegislash. I was kind of assuming the Aegislash, like I said. And we get the Intimidate off on the Terrakion, which is nice. Now, do I expect the Protect from Terrakion? I think I do. I'm just going to Trick Room. I'm going to feint the Terrakion, expecting to Protect, expecting my Fake Out. Just to get some chip damage off in case he is like Focus Sash. I don't think Aegislash can kill Aromatisse. Again, I'm still getting used to the team, so I'm not entirely sure what can kill what and what we need to change. As we already saw that Sylveon, most likely Choice Specs, can knock out our Malamar, so I'm going to see if I can fix that, if there is any way to survive that. And that was also a single target, so that could have been part of it. But it's always nice to be able to live single target as well. So let's see. He actually doesn't protect, so maybe he went for Rock Slide to try and double. Yeah. Unfortunately, and it is going to hit Aromatisse only. This isn't good. Flash Cannon's probably going to knock me out now, especially with a critical hit. Should have just went for Fake Out just to be safe. Goes for the Flash Cannon. Oh, wow. Yep, should have just went for Fake Out. And now we don't know if Flash Cannon knocks out from full health. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Well, I think I can just go into Malamar here pretty easily and start smacking on things. Start smacking on things. Now, I'm just going to Night Slash the Age Slash in case it King Shields for some reason. I'm going to Close Combat the Tracheon. Tracheon shouldn't be able to knock out with a Close Combat, I don't think, on Malamar. Especially after being intimidated. So not a good start here, especially because we didn't get Trick Room up at all. This whole episode we haven't actually, so whoops. Our Trick Room, but we're able to see how it works outside of Trick Room as well, which is always good. Even though this is a pretty hard Trick Room team, I don't really have any fast Pokemon at all. They're all negative speed and whatnot. But now Steelix is going to be, Steelix is going to be hurting, especially because I'm assuming Charizard showed up and probably Conkeldurr. But he's got to see if he wants to switch at all. He'll protect, or Terrakion actually protects here. Aegislash does not, so it's going to die to this Night Slash. I'm pretty sure. Yep, there goes Aegislash. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. And we're going to see the Close Combat not do anything to the Terrakion. Perfectamundo. So we'll see who comes in next here. It is actually Charizard. So I'm just going to Rock Slide, and I think I'll feint the Charizard, or a Wide Guard, or a Close Combat. I'm going to Wide Guard. He's probably going to Close Combat my Malamar, but again, he's -1. He might even switch it out, and then I assume Heat Wave. He does switch it out, so if he Heat Waves with Charizard here, we're set. And he comes in with Hydreigon, so if I'd Close Combated that spot still, that's probably why he didn't want to switch. I mean, he could switch in Charizard, but he's got two things super weak to Hitmontop, plus Malamar as well, because Malamar is superpower. So I'm going to Wide Guard here. Hopefully he goes for the Heat Wave, not just the Overheat onto my Hitmontop. Oh, okay, he did just Overheat. Oh, I guess... Oh, yeah, actually overheated Malamar. We have a chance to live, I think. Yeah, we live. Holy cow. Not that Malamar is going to be able to do much now just because of that, but we do get that going for us. I'm going to go for a Psycho Cut on the Charizard just in case it like switches for some dumb reason. I'm going to Close Combat the Hydreigon. Let's see what happens here. He can just overheat my Malamar again, it should kill me. But I went for Psycho Cut in case he did switch into Terrakion for some reason. And Close Combat on Hydreigon. Hydreigon's probably protecting, and Charizard's probably attacking, I would assume. I would assume such things. Now, unfortunately, we're going to have to... Well, I say unfortunately, but we would come into Steelix. He withdrew. Perfect. Well, actually, the Hydreigon's probably attacking me now. Is the only thing. That is the only thing. Dark Pulse into Malamar. Yep, that should kill me. Wow, if we would have lived that. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to put more special defense into that Malamar. I like being able to do a lot of damage, but we're going to be able to Close Combat the Hydreigon, do a nice amount of damage, and knock it out. The unfortunate thing that we have here is that our poor Hitmontop is at a very low health, and Charizard's going to be coming back in, assumingly overheating. But I don't know that Terrakion can knock out Steelix right away. So I'm going to Mega Evolve Steelix, and I'm actually just going to straight up Iron Head the Terrakion, as well as feint it. Because if this Charizard just straight up overheats my Hitmontop, we'll be set. Just because if he overheats Hitmontop, then he'll be -2. So I think Steelix would live. And the sun might be going down soon, actually. So we might actually have this, interestingly enough. So here comes Steelix. Terrakion does protect. Perfect. So he's probably overheating Hitmontop. Charizard actually protected as well. So actually, we're even better positioned because I'm fainting the Terrakion and getting an Iron Head off. So let's see here. Iron Head, does it knock out? It does. Steelix, my man. So there goes Terrakion. Now I'm going to protect my Steelix and close combat with Hitmontop. Because I'm assuming he's going to overheat Steelix. Seeing him as more of the threat. Because he hasn't seen anything from Hitmontop that would be threatening. Because I don't have Rock Slide on my Hitmontop. So let's see. Charizard goes for overheat on the Steelix. Perfect. So we do get close combat damage off. And it actually knocks out Charizard. Wowie. So we're able to win without the Trick Room. Which, being that we had a Steelix up against a Charizard and Terrakion, if he didn't double protect there, we might not have won. But if he had overheated Hitmontop and protected Terrakion, we might have had it. So, but anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys are excited to see more of this Trick Room. I certainly am. Hopefully we can actually get Trick Room up, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!